Good morning for KQKI News. I'm Brady Burrell. I'm coming to you live from downtown Franklin, where I am with Ed Tiger Verdin. Of course, he works with Mayor Eugene Fulcard in his office, but Tiger wears a lot of hats. And really, like me, I understand where he's coming from. But he has put on some more hats, and he has now been appointed as the part-time executive director of the Louisiana Partnership for the Arts, which is it's a huge honor for Tiger, but also it's great for St. Mary Parish as well. And first of all, from all of us at KQKI, Tiger, and on behalf of St. Mary Parish, congratulations. We're very proud of how you represent us. But tell us how this came about, and what does the Partnership for the Arts do?
Yeah, well, it was out of the blue, of course. I've been an advocate for the arts, not only in Franklin and St. Mary Parish, but the state for the past 20 years. I've been a very loud voice, trying to change the way that the arts are recognized and the way that the arts are funded in the state of Louisiana. And so that caught the attention of the board for the Louisiana Partnership for the Arts. And they contacted me and told me, look, we would like you as our board, our executive director. It would be part-time, it would be flexible, it would be remote. So I told them I wasn't leaving Franklin, but as long as that, they can comply to that I would love the appointment.
Also, hats off to Mayor Eugene Fulcard for allowing you to take on this additional role and continue to work as also an advocate for the city of Franklin as well.
Absolutely, and it doesn't affect anything that I do with the city of Franklin. I still put in about 60 to 70 hours a week, if not more, with the city of Franklin. I'm committed and I'm dedicated to the city of Franklin, and but the arts is my passion as well. I find time with the Tesh Theater for the Performing Arts and other arts organizations throughout the state, and this just adds on to it. So, whether we're doing advocacy work, whether we're doing promotion, whether we're promoting arts education, whether we're fundraising, it all flows in together, because the arts also equals economic development, and that's also equals Main Street. So all of that kind of works hand in hand. It works with tourism. It works with the Chamber Economic Development. I sit on those boards as well. I also sit on the state of Louisiana Arts Council board as well. I was appointed by the governor for that. And so all of that works hand in hand, and all of that works together for St. Mary Parish and Franklin as well.
Well, I could speak to Tesh Theater for the Arts right here on Main Street in downtown Franklin. Your board has been very, very active. Of course, I've got to mention Miss Diane Wiltz.
Absolutely.
She taught you, and now you get to work with her.
Yeah, she taught me. She's like a mother to me, and I see her every day of my life, and I credit Miss Diane Wiltz with all of this going on in my life, because if she wouldn't have taken that shy kid back in high school and thrust me in stage, and when I say in the stage, she thrusted me in the stage, and that's where I found my passion, and that was my passion for the arts. And because of that, it's led to this appointment. It's led to the appointment by the governor. It's led to the recognition nationwide and now international, because I'm working on that, currently writing a play for France. So with all of that, but it's also telling our great Louisiana stories that are unrecognized or historically not given the actual recognition that it was due. So, and that's now led me to New York on Broadway. So yep. Everything's a stepping stone, everything's a foundation, and everything works together for the success of everything.
What is it about those of us who were shy in high school? A microphone or a camera are now our friends, right?
Oh, absolutely. But I think with Ms. Diane's purposes, she recognized something I didn't recognize in myself. I didn't have that capability to see what she saw, and she knew how to get it out you. She does it each and every day. People that step on the stage here at the Tesh Theater, people that have never touched the stage before, look like seasoned veterans when she's finished with them, and I thank her each and every day of my life, and sometimes she regrets, because sometimes I have a microphone in my hand too long, and we pick on each other about who can talk the longest, and but it's things like that. She taught me the love of community, and how the arts can transform a community. And and we're part of that, the revitalization here in Franklin. We were here before that. So 20 years ago when we started, we packed the house, and then it just died. I guess the arts, the love of theater, the want to see theater just kind of fizzled out, because that's when the movies, CGI started taking on. People weren't going to see concerts as much anymore because they wanted to see movies. Now everything's streaming, but the arts we're in a resurgence, or we're in a renaissance, shall I say, of people supporting. And people realized during the pandemic, we relied upon the arts, whether it was doing chalk drawings, whether it was watching memes, it was watching YouTube channels. The arts healed the world at that time because we were starving for entertainment. So, and that's why I promote that as so much, as well as arts education, because I wouldn't be on this road if it wouldn't have started at Franklin Senior High School.
Well, speaking of supporting the arts, everyone does have that opportunity now. You have a license plate. I'm going to let you hold it up.
So our organization is known for this right now. So we have the only arts license plate in the state of Louisiana.
Okay.
And it's not active yet. So, but you can register. If you can go to Arts for Louisiana, artforlouisiana.com, and you can register on our webpage. And you can be one of the first 500 people right now that's destined to get one of the first plates. Right now we have about 400 people signed up, registered to get this plate. We're about 6 weeks out before it becomes live. Spoke with the DMV, Office of Motor Vehicles, 2 weeks ago, and they said we were about 8 weeks out. The plates are in. They've already ordered their second order of plates. They come in 250 at a time, and we're looking to actually need a third set coming soon. So the plates are $60. $10 goes to the state, $50 goes to our organization, which helps to promote the arts, we have an arts advocacy training, virtual training coming up with Mr. Greg Riley with the state, to teach you how to advocate. So it's not just arts advocacy, it can be everything. Main Street advocacy, you name it, everybody needs to be a voice in our state legislature, and this just teaches you how to do it from square one, of going to the Capitol and meeting with your legislator, and just being able to create policy or change policy.
Well, this is also taking you to Broadway. Recently, you just came back with your family, Leonard and Marshall. Tell us about that trip to Broadway Con in New York City. In 2020, we kind of started the road to Broadway at the time, but then the pandemic happened, so it kind of, the economy, the pandemic economy, now the inflation economy, just wasn't good for Broadway at the time. Now it's starting to build a little bit. Broadway's coming back stronger, faster. So Leonard Marshall, two-time Super Bowl winner with the New York Giants from Franklin. He reached out to me in 2020 when his former NFL agent found me online, found my play about 9/11 online, and April of 2020, I'm on the phone with them talking about bringing my play to Broadway. And then at that time, we decided to just hold up, and well, of course, it was kind of creating buzz within the industry. And in January, we received a call from Broadway Con, the producers, and asked us to come and present. Like, tell us what's going on, what this story's about, as well as the other stories that I've written. So last Sunday, I actually spoke at Broadway Con, spoke about not only my play about 9/11, Undying Love, but we spoke about Dr. Emma Wakefield. I was the writer of that. I was commissioned by the Iberia African American Historical Society. Dr. Emma Wakefield is Louisiana's first African American female doctor in 1897. However, we did not get Dr. Wakefield recognized until 2017, and
Dr. Phoebe Hayes with the Iberia African American Historical Society did an amazing job at getting the information out there. When they hired me, I did a lot of research into the state archives, into the state museum, to make sure that we had the information that the state could actually finally recognize Dr. Wakefield as Louisiana's first African American female doctor. Beyond that, won 10 Broadway World Awards with my play and my first musical with Mr. Kenny Perry. The Quarters musical swept everything out from Best New Musical to Best Ensemble. We had Best Actor, Best Supporting Actress, Best Set Design, Best Lighting, you name it, Best Costuming, Best Choreography. We swept all of the awards. So the Broadway world been kind of eyeing us over here in Franklin, and it's a very small community, and you don't realize that until you get into it. And then I was commissioned by the Americans, Remembering Americans in Europe Foundation and the city of Barneveld-le-Grand, France, to write the story of Second Lieutenant Edward Loustalot from Franklin, who was the first American to die in World War II, as well as Operation Jubilee and everyone, all the Allied troops, and including the U.S. Rangers. They were the first group, the first Americans to see combat in World War II, and that was the first 50 U.S. Rangers that began in Carrickfergus, Ireland. So, you know, the arts has brought me around the world, and last summer, Brady, I had a chance to actually, you know, run those beaches and run those hills that those Rangers did. I got to spend time with the current 1st Battalion U.S. Rangers in Carrickfergus, Ireland. So to be able to talk to the families of the former U.S. Rangers that have now passed, to talk, to go to commemorations in France, and see how our military is revered and everybody thanks you because you're American. It's so heartwarming to have been through that. I'm still currently writing the play. Matter of fact, Operation Jubilee Day is coming up August 19th. So normally the city of Franklin and Barneveld-le-Grand, France, we do a joint international virtual flag raising ceremony together, and we're looking to do that again. So, you know, all because of the arts. It brings you together. It not only entertains, but it heals, it promotes, you know, and it recognizes. And it's a lot of those stories that need to be told.
And of course, your family, real quick, a couple of things. This is a family affair. I'll show that picture again. Your family was with you, along with Leonard Marshall.
Yeah, and Leonard, you know, Leonard loves Franklin, loves St. Mary Parish because, you know, he went right there to Franklin High and then went on to LSU, and he's just happy to be a part of this, and I'm happy to have him a part of this. You know, we're looking to take Broadway by storm, and that's what's happening. We were coming out of nowhere, you know, and it's fun. Yeah, I'm going to say I had a blast the past week and a half in New York, and my family had a blast, and, you know, he and his family, they're just so supportive, and, you know, you just cannot imagine the amount of support that's happening, not only from Franklin, but the state of Louisiana through New York. And I had a chance to mentor LSU students while I was in New York City in the financial district. A young man that I actually mentored from Centerville High, a big part of the Tesh Theater from being 12 years old through graduation. I called him for lunch, and he said, "Hey, I need you to come and mentor some LSU students, interns working for us right now." So I'll never pass up the opportunity to speak to kids and to help them find their passion in whatever it is, because the passion for the arts can go throughout everything. And like I tell everybody, whether you're sitting in a boardroom or you're on stage, the arts can lend a lot to both. So I was happy to do that for him. Met some great guys at this financial firm, one of the top financial firms in New York City, and it's all LSU people, and they only hire LSU folks. So it was happy. I felt like I was home.
Well, we want to congratulate you, Tiger. Thank you for representing all of St. Mary Parish, especially the city of Franklin well, and we'll be here to support you and let the world know what's going on.
Absolutely. Everybody go and get your license plate.
Yep. Well, thank you very much. I'm Brady Burrell visiting with Ed Tiger Verdin. He is now the new part-time executive director for the Louisiana Partnership for the Arts. Again, we want to clarify he's not going anywhere. He's still with the city of Franklin. We also want to thank State Representative Vincent St. Blanc III, who is allowing us to use his office today as a studio. His very kind secretary, Ms. Sheila Jones. And speaking of the arts, to Tiger's right, you can see Vinny with Jay Leno right there. So Vinny's a big supporter of the arts. So
absolutely.
That's going to do it for me. I'm